Exactly. Okay. And I just think it's only fair to explain where he was taught to do that, and show the culture where it comes from. You see, this started actually last year in the fall of 2025, when I was approached for the same thing. By a different employee, exact same way, and she was very aggressive. She was very, very aggressive. You could just feel the negativity from her. Okay. And I sat with it for a while, going around in my head. Did I do this? Do I do that? Do I do this? But I ended up approaching another employee who I thought was a library director, but she wasn't. They kind of looked alike to me. But anyway, had a conversation with her, blah, 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 blah. And she gave me the director's card. And then I emailed her asking for the link for so I could file a complaint. And this is what she responded with. Thank you for reaching out and sharing your concerns. It's not a concern, it was actually abuse. I'm truly sorry to hear about your experience. It's just not an individual experience. That's the one time they'll give us individualism, is when we're talking about the racism and they want to say, oh, that's just an isolated individual experience. That's just your experience. And I want to acknowledge that sometimes our staff members are under stress, which can inadvertently affect interactions. Yeah. And then here's her DEI honky shit, what they always say in response. And here at the Why Diabetes Foundation, we use Ritalin therapy. We use the books. And in this book, we take note to the culture of using Black people as emotional therapy. James Curry's mother had nurtured her master's children for much of their young lives. One evening, she and one of the master's daughter had a disagreement about dinner. The master's daughter struck Curry's mother, and she retaliated by pushing the girl, who fell to the floor. And she deserved that. That hunka deserved that. When Curry's master came home, the daughter told him what happened, crying and shit. The master called Curry's mother outside, beat her 15 or 20 times with a hickory rod, and then called his daughter and told her to take her satisfaction of her, and she did beat her until she was satisfied. That's emotional. So many people are commenting about, I'm sorry this was your experience, I'm sorry this happened to you, but the reality of it is it's happening all the time, and then it does not just start with the bottom, it starts at the top. She's actually teaching and training the employees, the white employees, to really just disregard Black people and their experience, and most importantly, you can use Black people if you're having a bad day. That's what she's training them to do, because she just gave them that excuse. Well, they were having a bad day, so naturally she's going to be aggressive towards you. That's the colonies. That's the oncology studies. That's the honka shit. Okay, it is. Thank you for your comment, by the way.